It's a tradition that's probably 700,029 years old. Queuing at Wimbledon, a unique experience where, well, you'll see. Look for the man holding a yellow flag with a massive Q on it. So, when you find the guy with the flag, it will give you a cue card. It looks like this. 6:02 a.m. when I got my card, and I am number 1186. If you want to come to the championships on a day like the first Saturday or Manic Monday, you're going to want to get here a little bit earlier than 6 to get in by 11. Probably want to get in around 5 a.m. As you can see right now, I'm leaving the queue. We're going to get food and drink. And the reason you can always leave the queue is because you have your queue card. I don't know why I said food and drink. I'm getting coffee, obviously. Cheers. It is 7:04 a.m. Let's see if, let's talk to some people, why don't we? Here we are. I'm with the ladies behind me here. Hello. What are your names?
Claire. Claire. Emma.
And is this the first time you've queued?
Yes. For Wimbledon, yes.
For Wimbledon?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so you've done it for other tournaments?
No.
So you're saying it's not the first time you've been on a queue?
We queue for coffee.
Yeah. Queue for coffee.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
Are you from around here?
No.
South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Are you here just for the tennis? Or?
No. So I teach here.
Okay. Who are you looking forward to seeing today?
Anyone, just some
Anyone.
tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go tennis. We're moving, and we will be now for the next couple hours, so I'll just periodically take pictures of what's in front of me. It's going to be slow progress through the queue. Once you leave Wimbledon Park, which we're doing right now, it doesn't mean you're close to getting into the grounds. There's a long way to go. Very methodical, very organized, because they're good at this here. They have experience. And we're in. There it is. Center court. Beautifully furnished with the green ivy, the green and purple color schemes, the purple flowers on the terraces, and then also the tradition of letting people onto the grounds little by little so that you have that image of the entire queue eventually bursting out onto the grounds at, I think, 10:30. And right now, it is 9:16 a.m. Most of the ground is closed. All of the courts are closed, but there's a little section here which is open. And I should probably get lunch sooner rather than later. So let's take a look at the options here at Wimbledon. All right, second coffee of the day at 9:30 a.m. Now let's get on a line and try what Wimbledon is known for besides tennis. And that is strawberries and cream. We've got them. All right, I'm going to teach you about strawberries and cream because there's something very important I need to teach you guys. And that is the key to strawberries and cream is the utensil selection. This is my analysis. You cannot use a fork. Do not use a fork for strawberries and cream. You need a spoon. Let me show you why. I'm going to take one now from the side. Okay, I've got my strawberry. And as you can see, when you scoop the strawberry, you get some cream on the bottom of your spoon. Here we are. It's so good here. It really is. The strawberries are perfect. A little bite, but also sweetness. That's the balance. Sweetness and bite. You need both. That's about ripeness, obviously. And then the cream, the flavor doesn't really hit, and it's not a strong flavor. It's really about the mouthfeel. It gives you this nice buttery mouthfeel, especially in the end, kind of this lingering buttery freshness in your mouth after you eat the strawberry. Ideally, it's a sunny day, but I mean, it's perfect. This is the best stuff. So I'm shutting you off. I'm not talking to you until they let us back in the grounds. There's center, and if we go this way, that is court 1. Now, we're going to make a right here. We're going to go around this way, and around the back of court 1 right here is Henman Hill or Murray Mount, whatever you want to call it. So that's where we'll go. Shapovalov plays the trombone. One of the most amazing settings in tennis, without a doubt. I mean, it's just a brilliant piece of grass. What can I tell you? With a brilliant screen and a brilliant atmosphere. God, how long have I been in England using the adjective brilliant? They way overuse that adjective. This right here, court 18. And that's where a lot of the television studios are. So you can see we've come around outside of Murray Mound. We've turned the corner. On your left is the infamous court 14. Fabio Fognini was playing on this court earlier in the tournament, and he was very upset with his scheduling and playing on that small court. So upset that he said some pretty bad things, which he's since apologized for. Hello from center court at Wimbledon. I got to experience this place yesterday, and I'm hoping to experience it again today. But I want to talk about this place because it's a very unique feeling, something I haven't really felt at a tennis match before. And I'd say it feels like a cathedral. There are a few things. One, there's no stimuli, so there are no real major advertisements. On the screen, they don't show fans in the crowd. If you're at the US Open, it's Brad Pitt, it's Angelina Jolie, they're flashing them up. And, you know, people are, and they're blasting music at the changeovers and during the warm-up. Here, there is no music, nothing goes on the screen other than the score. Everyone is shoulder by shoulder. This place is always full, no empty seats, and everyone is fully engaged in the action. Very, very focused on the tennis. It's not like that at Arthur Ashe. At Arthur Ashe, some people are distracted, some people are on their phones, others aren't, others are into it. People are talking amongst themselves, they're murmuring to each other, so there's a constant hum at Arthur Ashe. Here, the silence is almost deadly. The only thing you can hear before a point starts is people around the stadium coughing. It's the only thing you can hear, because if you put 12,000 people together in one place, some people are going to cough. Legitimately, the other thing is the clicking of cameras. That is the only two things you can hear. No matter where you are in this place, you can pretty much hear the server bounce the ball on the court. That's how silent it is. And it is, collectively, you feel that silence, and it feels a certain way. I'd say at the U.S., it's a different energy here. It's a very special energy. What you feel here is like everyone is locked in to two players and a court, and that is it. And everyone, and because of that, it feels like you're in a very special, exclusive, almost temple of tennis. And that is the best I can do to describe it. Hello, I found a nice quiet place to chat. This is an extremely spacious grounds with lots of places to picnic and hang out and watch a screen or watch nothing. Rafa was incredibly impressive. His backhand return was the shot that stood out to me most, but also his serve. He's serving on average, and this is not scientific fact, but to me, low 120s, which is good for Rafa as long as he's not in the teens. It's not like 2010 U.S. Open where he's absolutely bombing the ball and not making a lot of first serves, but he's actually striking a perfect balance, serving big, but serving within himself. His backhand, which he has to hit a lot of on grass, no time to run around, can't get out of position. His backhand is so sharp right now, and I was just very impressed with Nadal's level. So there's that. How did I get on center court? It wasn't my tickets. It was a combination of really good timing and someone who I know. A lot of what I've seen today I can't really film, or I don't want to film. Whenever I'm in a media space, I don't want to film because I look like a dope, and there are more important things. But I did try to snap you a couple shots of what the room full of the journalists with the monitors look like, and they can go from court to the press conference rooms, or they can sit at their station, which is a monitor with access to all the courts, matches on replay, press conferences, all of that. I have been enjoying a screening room because there's actually an outlet for me to charge my phone. It's not a vlog without my phone running out of battery. On every vlog, my phone runs out of battery. So I can watch all the matches and charge my phone. I just went over to Murray Mound to see the atmosphere. It's packed for Coco Gauff, and also Kanta's playing on center court right now. But I just wanted to see the atmosphere. It's such an incredible setting, that Mound. And Gauff just lost, so she's getting round of applause from court one. I can actually hear it from my seat here. So Gauff is out. What a run by her. That concludes the tour, which was very subpar, and hopefully you got a fraction of something out of that. You saw the outside of court 2, inside center court. Court 3, I was at for Raonic against Guido Pella, so here you go. So what I've decided to do was get on a queue for Raonic and Guido Pella. Raonic was up 2-0, but Pella up a break in the third set, so we'll hope for a fourth set. Really good seats. This is a pretty small court, but it does go all the way around. I'll give you a look, but I'm right on court level here. thought I'd find a nice iconic venue to record in from. This is, of course, the famous draw boards with the ladder, and they put it up as soon as a match ends. It's pretty cool. I so enjoyed the Pella Raonic match, though. I want to just say, Pella, he doesn't have a big weapon. It's not there. But I love his game so much. He is so good on the run. You stretch him out, he can run for days. He's so good out of the corners. It really doesn't affect him to be on the run. And his strokes, it's almost like he's got a clay court forehand and a grass court backhand. The backhand, low net clearance, very flat. The forehand, lots of topspin, a lot more loopy, gets really good cross-court angle. His returns against Raonic were so good, and Raonic wasn't serving as big as he normally does. Perhaps he was tired. It was the fourth and fifth set that I watched, and only in the fifth set I started watching the radar gun, and he was a little bit lower. He wasn't really up to the consistent to high mid-30, 130s that he normally has. But whenever Raonic didn't hit his spot, Pella would come up and he'd smoke it back at Raonic, and especially when Raonic was serve volleying, he'd be hurt if he didn't hit his spot. If Raonic hits his spot, it's not coming back. It doesn't really matter who it is, except maybe a Djokovic or a Murray. But Pella was more positive and fought harder in this match. And I watched Raonic for about 2 hours there. It was, I think, 8-6 in the fifth. I watched Raonic for 2 hours. Never saw him fist pump. Never saw him show any positive energy. Pella got the crowd on his side. By the fifth set, everyone was rooting for the Argentine, and Raonic was just negative, just down on himself, even when he was up 2-1. When he did serve for the match and couldn't make a first serve. I really do like Guido Pella. He just doesn't have the big weapon, but this is the first time I saw him live. I was very impressed. We're going to find a small court, and we're going to have this sausage, which is a British sausage with chutney and crispy onions in a sourdough roll. All right, we've reached a sad time. Time to leave the grounds, time to say goodbye, time for some final thoughts. This tournament is everything that it's built up to be. You can feel the tradition. It is meticulously run from the stewards all the way from the top. It is about tennis. It is about an experience. Wimbledon! You see? This place, this place is great. And I hope to be back very soon.